Hi, everybody. Welcome to day 2 of the dive into Proverbs. From wherever you're tuning into from around the world, I thank you for joining me. And hopefully you would have enjoyed when our start of this deep dive into Proverbs, a 31-day journey. Yesterday, we spoke about wisdom is putting instruction into practice, and failing to do what we know to do would actually be foolishness. Some of the key takeaways from yesterday were that sometimes it's better to learn from other people's mistakes than to learn from your own mistakes. And I guess the best way that is put forward is that a wise person learns from other people's mistakes and a foolish one learns from his own mistake. We have lots of examples of people that have gone the journey ahead of us and have done it well. And if we take and we heed their advice and their correction, that can really help us on about how we be able to deal with life's challenges. And so today is that we're going to dive into chapter number 2 of the book of Proverbs. So wisdom and knowledge are related, but not synonymous. The dictionary defines wisdom as the ability to discern or judge what is true, right, or lasting. Knowledge is information gained through experience, reasoning, or acquaintance. And so knowledge can exist without wisdom, but not the other way around. And so one can be knowledgeable without being wise. Knowledge is knowing how to use the gun. Wisdom is knowing when to use it and when to keep it holstered. What I like about this scripture, this chapter, as it opens up, it says, the heading says, the benefits of wisdom. It says, my child, listen to what I say and treasure my commands. Tune your ears to wisdom and concentrate on understanding. Cry out for insight and ask for understanding. Search for them as you would for silver. Seek them like hidden treasures. Then you will understand what it means to fear the Lord, and you'll gain the knowledge of God. For the Lord grants wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding. He grants a treasure of common sense to the honest. He's a shield to those who walk with integrity. And he guards the paths of the just and protects those who are faithful to him. Wow. The benefits of wisdom. We all understand that, or you may understand, that if you're sick and you take medication, it can help you a little bit. And of course, if you're feeling a bit sad and you drink a bit of wine, the benefits are you become quite joyful after a little while. So that is something that, there is this distinct call that we have, that the scripture says that cry out for wisdom, for insight, and ask for understanding. Search for them as you would for silver and seek them like hidden treasures. No matter what area of your life, if you want to do well, you had better get on a journey to find out, to investigate. What I like about in the book of Acts, it talks about the Bereans. The Bereans were a peculiar group of people. But what it says in there is that the Bereans heard what the apostles said, but what they also did is that they went to verify, to find out if what they were saying agreed with the scriptures. In the age that we're living with, it is quite easy to just take on board what somebody has said without having a deep dive and investigating. And so it's incumbent on you in whatever area of your life that you know that you're lacking, is to seek the wisdom into whatever it is that you're searching for. And you then begin to reap the benefits of it. So the scripture goes on to say in verse number 8 that, as the benefits, as you continue to seek out wisdom, as you make it the primary thing. In fact, perhaps if we look back, it says God grants wisdom. And so the key thing is that if you don't know, you need to ask the Lord, Lord, can you please give me the wisdom that I need? We spoke about how Solomon, when he had the opportunity to ask God for anything, the key thing that he asked for was wisdom. That's not to say that it was wrong. It would have been wrong for him to ask for the other stuff, give me soldiers, give me whatever else I need to be able to lead. But he understood that for me to be able to lead successfully, I have to have wisdom to lead people, because he understood as a young person, that is the one thing that he lacked. So all you have to do is to ask. And commensurate with asking, you have to seek it out. You have to find people in your life that are going to believe in you, that are going to speak truth into your life, because without that, without having people that will come in and partner with you and mentor you, it's quite easy to deviate from the path that you should walk from. Then it says that then you will understand what is right, just, and fair, and you will find the right way to go. For wisdom will enter your heart, and knowledge will fill you with joy. Wise choices in verse 11 says, will watch over you. Understanding will keep you safe. So there is a protection that comes when we begin to seek out wisdom. At times, wisdom perhaps will come and give us boundaries in our lives. And sometimes we may feel that those are restrictive. The good thing, though, from this scripture, it's telling us that when you begin to apply wisdom, put it into practice, it is going to bring protection in your life. And what you thought was a boundary, was a restriction, becomes just the field in which you can play with. And from that, you will feel safe, and you will definitely feel safe and protected. But most importantly, what wisdom will also do for you is that it will protect you, as it says in verse 12, from evil people, which means that you will understand the people that you need to be in relationship with. As the scripture says that bad company corrupts good habits. So now you'll be mindful of who is it that I want to associate with. Do I want to associate with people that are liars? Do I want to associate with people that perhaps don't follow the Lord, or do other things that may come against what a Christian, the way that a Christian should be following? So this is what it will do to you. It will save you from associating yourselves with the wrong people that will lead you down a wrong path. Basically, wisdom will save you from heartache in your relationships. It will save you from, it will give you the ability to know what to do, whether it be at work, in your personal life, but also how to conduct yourself in your business relationships. In verse number, another cool thing here, it says that, follow from verse 20 to 22, it says, follow the steps of good men instead, and stay on the paths of the righteous. For only the godly will live in the land, and those with integrity will remain in it. But the wicked will be removed from the land, and the treacherous will be uprooted. Mentorship and guidance are really, really important in our lives. Now, you obviously want to be following not just anybody. You need to be following the right people, because when you follow the right people, people who do things that are moving their lives forward, moving their families forward, then I think if you get guidance from them, whether it's through reading books, watching webinars, attending conferences, or getting a coach, or just getting somebody who will come into your life. I know for myself, I've had people that have walked this journey of, in this instance, in business as well as in pastoring before me, with a wealth of experience. And they have given me insight where, rather than take me 5 years to learn something, I gain from the insight that they've gained over the many years that they've been pastoring. So that is so important, choosing the right person who's going to come in and guide you and mentor you. And I guess the key thing in all of this is that you have to have a spirit that is teachable. You have to have the right attitude. So when you put yourself before people to say, can you guide me, can you lead me? One of the best things to do is to be able to follow through with what they ask you to do. It's one thing to say, I want you to guide me, and then when they give you guidance, you ignore it. Then what was the point, I guess, of embarking on that relationship? A key thing is that, talent will take you places, but only character will keep you there. Talent, I say again, will take you places, but your character will keep you there. And so for this thing of saying, for only the godly will live in the land, and those with integrity will remain in it. That's telling me that no matter how gifted I am, I could be very gifted, and my giftings will take me to a certain level, but it's my character that is going to help me maintain that level, help me maintain the position that I've gained through my talents. So with the benefits of wisdom in your life, it will give us insight into how to do relationships better. It will give us the benefits of that is that it allows us to conduct ourselves in our lives and in business in a way that is going to produce joy in our lives, where we might have thought it would have been restrictive in the past, but it'll just bring protection and safety. We cannot do without wisdom in our lives. And I think the principal thing to do whenever you are faced with a situation is to ask the Lord. And the scriptures say that as you ask the Lord, he'll give it liberally, which means he'll just give out his wisdom liberally and without reproach. The key thing is that when he does that, it's best to follow that advice. And so I hope you took something from this lesson today, and tomorrow we'll be looking forward to going into Proverbs chapter 3. And so have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world, and see you next time. Peace.